Well, hey guys, it's Spiffyguy and I'm out here with another quick adventure. I am at Rockwoods Reservation, and that way heads towards the Green Rock Trail. So the Green Rock Trail goes all the way from Rockwoods Reservation down through Greensfelders Park and into Rockwood Range. It's about 10 miles, and we're hoping to do the whole thing. So that's 20 miles today. We'll see how far we get with the daylight that we have. It's going to be a beautiful day. The sun is rising. I've already seen like 5 deer and a rabbit, and I'm testing out a new pack. It's the 511 Rapid Quad Zip. So we'll see how it goes. I got a 3-liter water bladder, and I can tell you already that it's only designed for a 2, but we want to have plenty of water for this. So temps are going to be great. The sun's going to be out all day, so let's get rolling. There's 2 deer, one right there, and then there's another one right over, I can't see, right over there, yeah, there he is, and then right over here, and that's a bit shaky, I'm zoomed in, there's one down there, and there's another one over there too. I scared them up. Oh, there they are. It's very cool. Just a reminder, in the fall, it's hunting season. So make sure to wear your orange. Alright, so this is Melrose Road. And if we take a look at the map, we're going to have to focus here. I'm right down there. So I am just about out of Rockwoods and into Greensfelder. Here comes a biker. Look at him go. That one's fresh and new. Chicken of the woods, I'm fairly certain. Alright guys, so I made it into Greensfelder Park. One of the things that the book said, the 60 hikes in 60 miles of St. Louis, is to pay attention inside the Greensfelder, because there's a lot of horse trails and a lot of crisscrossing, and things can get a little confusing. It's 9 o'clock, so I've been on the trail for about probably a little less than 2 hours. And I believe it was 3.6 miles to the edge of Rockwoods Reservation. The issue is I didn't have a map of the whole trail. I do have one inside the 60 hikes book, and I brought that with, so I might have to take a peek at that just in case. But you can, I think, get a full map at the Rockwoods Visitor Center if they're open. And they are not open at 7 a.m. on a Sunday. But it's a fantastic trail, and it's in really good condition. There's only a few blowdowns. I posted on a Missouri hikers group if there was any issues with overgrowth, and none whatsoever. So I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, here's another trail junction, and we're just going to keep on rolling. It's apparently 14.8 miles, I think, to Rockwoods Range, and that is a bit concerning. It's my aeroplane. Alright guys, excuse the airplane in the back, but here we are. I think we're at a parking lot, and I think we're at a parking lot right about here. And I don't know if you guys could see that. Right along Greensfelder Park Loop Road. I believe that is what it is based upon that map. I got a bit of a hot spot showing up on my heel. I don't know if you guys could see that. This one is a blister from running at the gym. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it. And I got this stuff called Leuco tape. You can get this on Amazon. And it's really great. Just kind of wrap it around itself on a straw. This is sort of my repair kit. It's got needles on the inside and a bit of dental floss for using as thread and stuff like that. And a couple rubber bands. And some athletic tape. But I like the Leuco tape better for preventing blisters because it stays on for a couple days if you need to, and it doesn't come off like the medical tape will. So anyway, there you go. We're going to keep cruising and see where we get by like 12:30, because at that point I'm going to have to turn around and hike all the way back to the car. A nice overlook here. That's Eureka, Pacifica, something like that. Right over there is Six Flags. So I got to be getting close to Rockwoods Range. I didn't see any signs that said I passed into it, but who knows? We're just cruising along. It's a beautiful day, and it's about 11:15. So I got about an hour and 15. Hour and a half at the most, and then I gotta turn around because sunset is gonna be, it's gonna get dark around 6:30, and I need to make sure that I have enough time to get back. Look, North American mountain bikers. All right, I hit a road, rather busy road, and I think it is Allenton Road. So if we can get in here. Focus, I think I'm right there. That means I got to go all the way up past the Roundhouse Memorial and down there. I am not sure I'll make it because it is 11:30 right now. So we're gonna beat feet. I've been walking for almost 4.5 hours straight. So getting tired. I'm starting to rethink this whole idea. Bird chirping at me. All right, we're rolling. All right, blue lines. We are now in Rockwoods Range. So I don't remember how many miles it was. I might have to look at the footage because I think that the sign back at Rockwoods Reservation showed the mileage inside of each park. Anyway, I'm close, hopefully, and it's 20 to 12, but sunset isn't until 7, so in theory, if it takes me 5.5 hours to get to the end, then if it takes me 6 to get back, I don't know, cutting it close. They close the gates at 10 p.m. over at Rockwoods Reservation, and I think they open at 5, so in theory, maybe show up a little earlier. Who knows? I'm gonna keep hiking, see if I can't pick the pace up a little. Well guys, there is the end of the trail. I forget what road this is, but there's a little parking area. It is 12:30 on the nose. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all those steps. All right, I'm gonna put some food in me. I gotta turn around. Took me 5.5 hours to get here, and I gotta head back. All right, so after a quick sandwich and some chips, we're ready to get rolling. So we're down here, which you can't see because the sun's in the way. It's Fox Creek parking lot down here. So apparently, according to this sign, it is 2.9 miles out of Rock Ridge Range, and then 7.8 miles through Greensfelder Park, and then 3.6 miles through Rockwoods Reservation. So enough of the dilly-dally. It's 12:45, back on the trail. Hopefully we can make it there by 7. This is that round memorial. I don't know what it's a memorial for. Honestly, I'm not walking up there. I'm tired. I'll tell you, Rockwoods Range is all downhill from here, but that means it's all uphill on the way in. So if you're coming south, though, you're going to want to pull off right here. That's the trail. Otherwise, you take the road and then it veers off to the right. I walked up the road rather than that because I can, because I'm tired. But this means that we're almost out of Rockwoods Range, and that means there'll be about 12 miles left. So almost to the single digits. I was an idiot. This is a dumb idea. Dumb. Alright, just left Rockwoods. I'm making a decision here. I really didn't know. I don't have a map of Greensfield or or whatever it is park, but I do know that this little oak leaf trail cuts with the green rock quite a bit. And so if green rock goes that way along with the oak leaf, but the oak leaf also goes up this way. Now, if I zoom out on my GPS, I can tell that green rock goes around all around there, and then it comes back out over this direction. I think this is a shortcut. I'm gonna take it. Why not? We're already planning on hiking in the dark anyway, so we'll see. All right, so this is the visitor center for Greensfield. So let me see if I can get in there. So we're right there. So that is Allentown. So if you see that trailhead sign right there, that is, if you go up the road, so the green rock comes all the way down here, but that declude catches up right there. So we're going to walk over from the trailhead over to that declude, and we'll be hooked up and ready to roll. Alright guys, so the gamble paid off. So the loop for I think it's Declue, is how you pronounce it, D-E-C-L-U-E. I think it's French for I haven't Declue where I'm at. Wagga wagga. Anyway, so there's the Green Rock Trail. So it goes that way. So I skipped basically all that. And what I'll do at the end of the video is I'll pop up the GPS track and all the stats. And I'll do a little voiceover to kind of show you where I cut around. I mean, anytime you try to shortcut things, it's a good chance you're going to end up on a long cut. But I had the GPS to back it up, so I went ahead and took the chance. And any miles I could shave off would be good, because it's after 2 already, so I've got about 4 hours, 4.5 of sunlight. And I'm tired. I just hit the 20-mile mark. 20 miles in a day is a long way to go. You know, 30, 31 would just be ridiculous. It's the longest I've ever hiked. So I'm not like some fancy triple crowner like the XC or anything like that. I am the guy who sits in an office all day. So I'm going to keep walking though. I hope I don't run out of water, because I like water. Water's good. So huffing and puffing, this is one big giant hill. This is, it's really hard to get a grip as to how big this is, how steep this is. But it is just south of the Rockwoods Reservation border. and it's a pain to come down, and it's a pain to kind of go up. I really don't think that you would do this on a bike. There's no bikes or horses allowed in the reservation. It's rough. Once I get the GPS, I'll put the grade down here in the elevation, because it's really rocky and a pain. And I have stickers on my pants. Oh, it's hot. I'm thirsty. I need an adult beverage. Alright guys, so we finished up the hike. I think the mileage was about 26. I have a mixture of tar and sandpaper in my mouth. I ran out of water about 3 miles before the end, and it's hurting. I am so glad that I took that little shortcut, because it is 4:30 right now, and it probably would be 7:30, 8 o'clock by the time I got back if I had done the full route back. I'm going to cut to the studio. We'll take a look at the GPS and see exactly where that shortcut was and how much it saved. Alright, if we take a look at the GPS markings here, you can see this is the entire path going through here. If you're not familiar with this software, this is Basecamp. It's provided by Garmin, and you can get it free of charge. So they give you statistics on all these points here that we've captured with the GPS, and so the total distance here was 24.5 miles, and our moving average was about 3 miles per hour. There's quite a bit of ascent at 3867. So really, the original route, I suspect, was right through in here, and this whole section in here is a newer section, and that adds quite a bit of mileage. Now zoomed in here, you can see that I've highlighted just that section of trail. So when I came back, at this junction, I continued up the road to this trailhead, followed it over to the visitor center, and then continued along that Declue section, rejoining the Green Rock right here. So this whole section that I cut out was 6.7 miles. And that is significant as far as being able to do the entire trail in one go. I definitely would have had a lot of issues and probably would have got in closer to 8 p.m., maybe even later, and it definitely would have been dark. And here is one final look. This is from the start of the trail all the way down to the Fox Creek trailhead. So that would be basically walking through one way. It came out exactly to 15 miles on the GPS. The sign had 14.8. So, you know, kind of take that as it is as far as mileage differences between what they've calculated and what my GPS is showing. But it is definitely a pretty rough trail, and just that moving right there, that was almost 5.5 hours to get through that entire section. Moving was almost 5 hours total, so definitely was not taking a lot of breaks along the way. So if you plan to do this, perhaps you just plan to do just the straight through 15 miles and do a car shuffle with a partner or something like that. Oh, I am tired, but there you go. There's the GPS stats, and it's a decent trail. It's moderate to difficult. There's some really sketchy uphill / downhill, depending upon which direction you're going. But other than that, I mean, it was maintained well. The marking wasn't too bad. In Greensfelder, you got to pay attention. There was a few community trails that were a little confusing. So have your wits about you. The pack itself, worked okay. It is not a hiking pack. It's not designed to do 26 miles. It's more of an EDC kind of pack. I got it with the intent of either using it as EDC or as a sort of a poor man's go ruck. It has a nice laptop compartment, so I could probably put a weight plate in there and use it at the gym on the Stairmaster or when I'm doing the treadmill to assist with training. You know, for hills, having weight on your back helps. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll do a full video on it. I do like the slimness of it, and I like the some of the organization on it. So it just showed up last night, so I don't have any specs on it. We'll get a full video on it at some point in time. So one thing I want to do is have a question of the vid, and we'll throw a little, I don't even know what it's called, monograms? Little things at the bottom. Anyway, so question of the vid, something I was thinking about as I was walking along. What is your go-to pants? Trousers for the British folks. Here comes another car. So what is it that you like to wear in hot weather and warm weather? I like to wear pants because I can spray them with permethrin. Currently I'm using Rail Rider Eco Mesh, and I really like them because they have the vents down the side, and one tip is you can open your fly and vent as well. That's a special hiker tip for you. But I need to get a new pair because the pair I have has an odd inseam length, and when I ordered them, the waist that I needed had a longer inseam than I needed, and as a result they're kind of baggy and they're a little chafy on the inner thigh. And I've lost a bunch of weight, and so I need to scale down the waist as well. So I'm debating on buying another pair of Rail Riders or trying something new. So I would like you guys to put in the comments down below, what is your go-to pants? What do you like? Once again, I like pants. I don't mind the zip-offs, but I really like the idea of venting. Stretchy fabric would be cool too. I don't necessarily need cargo pockets. It's mainly for hiking. So hot weather though. You know, you think in your 80s and 90s for sure. I'll wear these Rail Riders all the way down to in the 30s. So definitely something I'd like to know about and get your opinions on. So there you go. I appreciate you guys watching this. It was kind of an impromptu thing that turned into quite the adventure. That is a long trail, and it's probably one of the longest trails, if you did it out and back, that you'd be able to find in the St. Louis area. That wouldn't be like loops and things like that. So it's definitely worth checking out. Just be smart about it, and don't be me. So anyway, until the next time, just remember that life is an adventure, so go out and have one.